the last 2 years, I mean, all of us, I mean, we need a spiritual readjustment, I think.
Joel Osteen, a popular preacher and evangelist, has significantly influenced and supported many people in strengthening their religious beliefs. However, despite his positive impact, he has been involved in various controversies that have affected his ministry, marriage, and personal life. Recently, a new and unexpected development has emerged, as it seems that Joel Osteen may face sentencing, leaving many to question whether this could mark the end of his ministry and what the future holds for Lakewood Church. The events leading to this potential sentencing have sparked a controversy that has become a central focus. Joel Osteen's ministry has come to a close, marking a final farewell. His ministry has long been a subject of controversy, as he has faced substantial criticism for promoting the prosperity gospel, a teaching that prioritizes the pursuit of wealth over spiritual development. Critics argue that this focus on material success rather than faith undermines Christian values. Additionally, concerns have been raised about the origins of Lakewood Church's wealth, with some suggesting it stems from the donations of members rather than charitable acts. For years, Osteen commanded a devoted following, but recently, he has been plagued by scandals, including accusations of financial impropriety, rumors of infidelity, and his lavish lifestyle. Osteen's public image has been damaged due to his handling of crises like Hurricane Harvey and the COVID-19 pandemic. He faced backlash for initially hesitating to open the doors of Lakewood Church to those in need during the hurricane, and his pandemic response was also criticized. These controversies have seriously impacted his reputation, leading many of his supporters to turn away, and it seems his time in the spotlight is coming to an end. News of a possible legal sentence for Osteen has shocked the Christian community, with many questioning the legacy of the prosperity gospel, which some believe fostered greed and selfishness, diverting attention from core Christian principles. The prosperity gospel's decline has led many to seek a faith centered around humility, honesty, and fairness, rather than material wealth and personal success. Osteen's story serves as a stark reminder that true faith is built on love, humility, and service to others, not the pursuit of financial gain. Whether he faces criminal charges depends on his level of involvement in any financial mismanagement. As the leader of a nonprofit organization, Osteen is responsible for ensuring the church operates within nonprofit laws. If it's found that he was aware of wrongdoing or personally benefited from misused funds, he could be held accountable. However, experts believe it would be difficult to prove his direct involvement, as he delegates much of the church's operations to others. Without substantial evidence, it's unlikely he would face criminal charges, even if no charges are ultimately brought. The allegations of financial misconduct against Lakewood Church could lead to serious legal and reputational consequences. Lawsuits from disgruntled church members or donors who feel they were misled could demand repayment of funds and further damage the church's reputation. Additionally, this scrutiny could result in stricter regulations and increased transparency requirements for mega churches. According to consultant Sarah Reed, any penalties against Lakewood Church for financial mismanagement could prompt significant changes in the operations of other large churches. The news of Osteen's potential legal troubles has further shaken the Christian community, as the face of the prosperity gospel now faces the consequences of his actions. The immense pressure of leading such a large ministry has clearly taken a toll. Joel Osteen, a well-known author and televangelist, has faced allegations of plagiarism, which could potentially damage his reputation and leadership at Lakewood Church. He has been accused of using other people's work without proper credit, raising concerns about his honesty, credibility, and integrity. In 2007, his book, Become a Better You, was criticized for containing passages that closely resembled the work of other authors, sparking debates about the responsibility of writers to properly attribute their sources. One notable case involved Dr. Paul, a Christian author and speaker, who accused Osteen of copying parts of his work without giving credit. The claims of plagiarism have seriously damaged Joel's reputation, causing many to doubt his integrity and call for more transparency in his preaching and writing. Critics argue that these accusations are part of a larger issue, suggesting that Joel prioritizes fame and success over honesty and moral values, with his focus on prosperity and wealth, as well as his lavish lifestyle, further fueling these concerns. The plagiarism allegations have left a lasting impact on Joel's ministry, raising ongoing questions about his character and leadership, particularly in light light of the controversy surrounding his leadership at Lakewood Church. In the midst of this growing controversy, Joel's family members, especially his sisters, have spoken out about the situation at Lakewood Church. Lisa Osteen, a respected minister and Joel Osteen's sister, has spoken out about the changes she believes have occurred at Lakewood Church under Joel's leadership. She claims the church has put more emphasis on money than its spiritual mission, pointing to the lavish spending related to Joel's personal lifestyle and the church's large-scale productions as signs of misplaced priorities. Lisa argues this is a departure from the values her father, who founded the church, held dear, as he believed in serving people rather than promoting himself. This situation raises broader concerns about the direction of megachurches. In general, this has led to questionable spending and a growing gap between the church's actions and the needs of its congregation. Lisa says that their father, John Osteen, valued humility and service, and it hurts her to see those values replaced by excess and self-promotion. She is worried that donations meant for the church's mission are being used to maintain the church's image instead of directly helping the community. One of Lisa's main concerns is the lack of financial oversight, which she believes makes it easy for funds to be misused. While she doesn't directly accuse Joel, her comments suggest that there should be more accountability among the church's leaders. Lisa's concerns echo broader criticisms of large churches where unclear financial practices often raise suspicions. She used to be very passionate about the church's outreach programs, but feels pushed aside as Joel's control over decisions grew. In her words, it was as if their voices didn't matter anymore. Lisa feels that Joel has distanced himself from family members who were once involved in the church and is now more focused on building his personal brand rather than the shared vision they had. The change in leadership, according to the sisters, has hurt both the family and the integrity of Lakewood Church. April Osteen is also frustrated with how the church's focus has shifted under Joel's leadership. She remembers a time when Lakewood was deeply involved in local projects like feeding the homeless and offering counseling services, which were the heart of their mission. However, April says these efforts now feel like an afterthought, overshadowed by Joel's focus on selling books and making television appearances. Tamara, who used to manage operations at Lakewood, has become one of the loudest critics of Joel. She claims that there are ethical problems at the church and that its financial practices lack transparency. Tamara describes a secretive atmosphere where major decisions are made without input from trusted family members or advisors. Tamara, Joel Osteen's sister, has expressed concerns about the misuse of donation funds at Lakewood Church. She believes some of the money is being used for luxurious renovations and expensive marketing campaigns instead of being directed towards the church's mission. Tamara emphasizes that donated funds should not be used to fund extravagant lifestyles or public relations campaigns. She has also criticized Lakewood's financial practices, claiming the church has resisted transparency measures like regular audits and clear financial reporting. Tamara's comments have led to calls for an independent investigation into Lakewood's finances. Her decision to speak out has shaken the public's perception of Lakewood Church and Joel Osteen's leadership. The controversies surrounding Joel Osteen's ministry have raised questions about whether it focuses more on showmanship than substance. Even public figures like Justin Bieber have expressed concerns. Bieber, whose spiritual journey has recently gained a lot of attention, made comments about Osteen that surprised the Christian community. In a surprising statement, Bieber seemed to criticize Osteen's teachings, sparking rumors about a deeper disagreement between their views on Christianity. The tension between them likely stems from their different approaches to living a Christ-centered life. For years, Osteen has preached the prosperity gospel, which teaches that faith and positive thinking can lead to wealth and success. While this message has earned him millions of followers and substantial wealth, it has also faced criticism for focusing more on material gain than spiritual growth. Bieber, on the other hand, embraces a more humble, service-oriented view of Christianity. Justin Bieber has expressed concerns about the teachings and lifestyle of Pastor Carl Lentz, also known as Hillsong Church. Bieber has emphasized values like forgiveness, humility, and rejecting excessive materialism, which seem to conflict with Lentz's extravagant preaching and lifestyle. Bieber has directly called Lentz a liar, though he did not mention him by name. Sources close to Bieber say he has become uncomfortable with Lentz's focus on wealth as a sign of God's blessings, as Bieber's personal faith emphasizes humility and serving others over material success. Bieber's social media posts have included subtle criticisms, leading many to believe his comments were directed at Lentz. Lentz has previously faced criticism for prioritizing wealth over service, with his lavish lifestyle and the resources of Lakewood Church being pointed out by critics. Bieber's decision to speak out has generated mixed reactions. Joel Osteen's life has been marked by both praise and criticism. Despite the challenges he has faced, he has remained steadfast in his faith and journey. Born in Houston, Texas in 1963, Osteen comes from a religious family, with his father John Osteen founding Lakewood Church in 1959. While his siblings actively participated in preaching, Joel was initially more inclined to work behind the scenes, being a quiet and reserved individual. However, he has since risen to become a well-known and influential figure, overcoming various obstacles along the way. For 16 years, John worked hard to ensure that every sermon was broadcasted perfectly at Lakewood Media Production. However, things changed when his father became ill. Although John had often asked Joel to preach, Joel had always refused, thinking public speaking wasn't for him. But when his father asked him one last time, Joel agreed. Sadly, his father passed away just days later. This tragedy left Joel grieving and facing an uncertain future. Despite his lack of experience and formal training, Joel felt he had to continue his father's work. This decision changed his life and surprised many. At first, people doubted Joel could take over for his father, especially since he was shy. For the first few months, he tried to imitate his father's powerful preaching style, but he soon realized it wasn't his true style. A turning point came when Joel read a Bible verse that reminded him to serve his generation in his own way. With faith and persistence, Joel began connecting with people in an honest and relatable way. Joel Osteen's sermons, which conveyed uplifting and empowering messages, resonated deeply with people seeking hope, inspiration, and guidance in their lives. His ability to connect with his audience on a personal level, combined with his focus on themes of positivity, faith, and God's blessings, struck a chord with millions of individuals searching for a more optimistic and fulfilling spiritual path. Within a few short years, Lakewood Church, the congregation that Osteen had taken over from his father in 1999, became the fastest growing church in the United States. This transition was not without its challenges, as Osteen knew he could not simply replicate his father's style of preaching. Instead, he made the strategic decision to develop his own unique voice, one that emphasized hope, personal growth, and the transformative power of a positive mindset. Osteen's message of optimism and self-improvement found a receptive audience, and the church's attendance numbers grew exponentially. In 2005, Lakewood Church relocated to the expansive Compact Center, a 16,000-seat arena that had previously been the home to various professional sports teams. This move allowed Osteen to reach an even larger congregation, as the church's facilities could now accommodate thousands more worshipers. But Osteen's impact was not limited to the physical boundaries of the church building. Recognizing the power of media to amplify his message, he increased the television budget and secured primetime slots, enabling his sermons to be broadcast in over 100 countries and reaching millions of people every week. Osteen's friendly, approachable, and relatable persona earned him the endearing nickname, the Smiling Preacher, further enhancing his ability to connect with his ever-growing audience. Osteen's influence extended beyond the pulpit as well. He authored several best-selling books, including his 2004 release, Your Best Life Now, which outlined 7 steps to help individuals reach their full potential. These literary works further solidified Osteen's position as a leading voice in the realm of inspirational and self-help literature, allowing his message of hope and personal empowerment to reach an even wider readership. Through his dynamic preaching, his savvy use of media, and his prolific authorship, Joel Osteen has become a prominent figure in the American religious landscape, captivating the hearts and minds of millions who have embraced his uplifting and transformative message. Joel Osteen has undoubtedly become a household name in the world of religious leadership and self-help. With the tremendous success of his books, such as the best-selling Become a Better You, Osteen has solidified his position as a purveyor of positive and inspirational messages that resonate with millions of people around the globe. His unique approach to preaching often sets him apart from traditional Christian theologians, as he tends to avoid complex doctrines, and instead focuses on delivering simple, uplifting messages that emphasize the notion that God wants people to live fulfilling and prosperous lives. While Osteen's messages have resonated with many and have helped countless individuals on their journey of personal growth and spiritual development, his approach has also been the subject of criticism. Some have accused him of offering a watered-down version of Christianity, perceiving him more as a motivational speaker than a true religious leader. They argue that his sermons lack the depth depth and nuance of traditional theological teachings, and that his focus on positivity and self-improvement overshadows the more complex and challenging aspects of the Christian faith. Beyond his renowned ministry and his ubiquitous television presence, there is a deeply personal side to Joel Osteen's life. His marriage to his wife, Victoria Osteen, and their close-knit family have been an integral part of his journey, providing him with a strong foundation and support system. Additionally, Osteen's deep involvement with Lakewood Church, the megachurch he has led since his father's passing in 1999, has been a significant aspect of his life outside the public spotlight. As the senior pastor of one of the largest and most influential congregations in the United States, Osteen has dedicated countless hours to shepherding his flock and leading his church community through times of both celebration and challenge. Despite the criticisms and controversies that have surrounded him, Joel Osteen's impact on the lives of millions cannot be denied. His message of hope, positivity, and personal empowerment has resonated with people from all walks of life, and his ability to connect with his audience through his warm and relatable style has made him a truly unique and influential figure in the world of religious and spiritual leadership. Victoria's family relocated to Houston, Texas when she was just 2 years old, as her father had accepted a job working for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. Growing up in the vibrant city of Houston, Victoria was exposed to the excitement and innovation of the space program, which likely sparked her own curiosity and interest in science and technology. Years later, in 1987, Victoria met her future husband Joel, and the two married on April 4th of that year. Now, over 3 decades later, Victoria and Joel have been happily married for more than 30 years, a testament to their unwavering commitment and love for one another. In a touching blog post, Victoria described their marriage as a wonderful journey, praising Joel as a great husband who has stood by her side through thick and thin. While they acknowledge that their relationship, like any marriage, is not perfect, Victoria and Joel have focused on cultivating an unconditional love and a daily dedication to one another. One notable aspect of their marriage is Joel's adherence to the Billy Graham rule, which suggests that men should avoid spending time alone with women who are not their wives in order to prevent the kinds of scandals that have affected some within the Christian community. This practice, which Joel has embraced, is a testament to his commitment to maintaining the sanctity of his marriage and avoiding any potential for impropriety. Additionally, Joel has developed a daily routine that begins with 30 minutes of reflection and prayer, during which he examines his actions and aligns them with God's will. This spiritual practice, coupled with his commitment to the Billy Graham rule, speaks to Joel's deep faith and his desire to live a life that honors his beliefs and his marriage. In a surprising twist, Joel has also provided some unusual marital advice, encouraging wives to visit Victoria's Secret and find something nice to wear for their husbands. He emphasizes that wives should focus on looking good for their husbands, not just for others, a perspective that may raise eyebrows but also highlights his belief in the importance of physical intimacy and attraction within a marriage. Overall, the story of Victoria and Joel's marriage is a compelling one, filled with devotion, faith, and a willingness to embrace both traditional and unconventional approaches to maintaining a strong, healthy relationship. Their journey serves as an inspiration to others, demonstrating that with love, commitment, and a shared spiritual foundation, a marriage can thrive and endure even in the face of life's challenges. Victoria Osteen, the co-pastor of Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, along with her husband Joel, is known for her focus on encouraging women to take pride in their appearance and make an effort to look attractive for their partners. She has been vocal in advising women against the temptation to simply wear old, comfortable bathrobes around the house, urging them instead to put in the time and effort to look their best. Victoria believes that making this small but significant gesture can have a positive impact on their relationships and overall well-being. Joel and Victoria Osteen have 2 children, Jonathan, 24, and Alexandra, 21, who have both demonstrated remarkable musical talent from a young age. The Osteens have ensured that their children have been actively involved with the Lakewood Church community since they were young, providing them with opportunities to nurture and showcase their musical abilities. Jonathan, in particular, has taken on the role of preaching to the church's youth group on Sundays, though he remains focused on the present rather than considering the possibility of becoming the senior pastor pastor in the future. The Osteens are recognized as the co-pastors of the Lakewood Church, one of the largest and most influential megachurches in the United States. Both Joel and Victoria have written best-selling books that have resonated with their vast following. Victoria's first book, Love Your Life Living Happy, Healthy, and Whole, was published in 2008 and has been widely praised for its practical and inspirational approach to living a fulfilling life. She has since written several other books, cementing her reputation as a respected author and spiritual leader. Similarly, Joel's first book, Your Best Life Now: 7 Steps to Living at Your Full Potential, was a New York Times bestseller in 2004, further solidifying the Osteens' status as influential figures in the Christian community. The Osteens' message of positivity, self-care, and community involvement has resonated with millions of people around the world, and their leadership at Lakewood Church has helped to shape the spiritual and social landscape of Houston and beyond. Since Joel Osteen's initial success, he has continued to expand his literary repertoire, authoring over a dozen additional books. His captivating televised sermons have reached an astounding global audience, with a weekly viewership exceeding 10 million in more than 100 countries around the world. The Osteen family's residence is a remarkable 1.5,177,000 square foot estate situated in the affluent neighborhood of River Oaks, Texas, further emphasizing the prosperity associated with Osteen's ministry. Interestingly, Osteen claims that he does not receive a salary from Lakewood Church, the megachurch he leads, which boasts an impressive annual budget of $7 million. Instead, Osteen asserts that he supports his lavish lifestyle through the profits generated by his best-selling books. This financial arrangement has been the subject of much scrutiny and debate, with critics questioning the transparency and ethics of Osteen's financial practices. The controversies surrounding Osteen's ministry have the potential to lead to significant consequences, possibly jeopardizing the long-term viability and influence of his teachings. Allegations of extravagant living, the perceived disconnect between his message of prosperity and the realities of many of his followers, and concerns about the use of church funds have all contributed to a growing public skepticism toward Osteen's leadership. Despite the various challenges and criticisms that Joel Osteen and his ministry have faced over the years, his popularity and influence have continued to grow exponentially. Osteen's charismatic persona and his uplifting, feel-good messages of positivity and personal empowerment have struck a deep chord with millions of people around the world who find solace and inspiration in his teachings. Osteen's megachurch in Houston, Texas has become a veritable spiritual mecca, drawing in vast crowds of worshipers every Sunday who come to bask in his message of hope, self-improvement, and the power of positive thinking. The church, with its towering steeples and sprawling sanctuary, has become a beacon of faith for millions, serving as a place of solace and inspiration for those seeking guidance and a deeper connection to the divine. Osteen's charismatic and approachable style of preaching has resonated with a wide audience, many of whom have found in his teachings a sense of empowerment and renewed purpose. His sermons, filled with uplifting anecdotes and practical advice, have a way of cutting through the noise of everyday life, offering a refreshing perspective on how to navigate the challenges and complexities of the modern world. The success of Osteen's ministry extends far beyond the walls of his church, as his best-selling books, such as Your Best Life Now and Become a Better You, have become ubiquitous fixtures on the shelves of bookstores and in the homes of his devoted followers. These works, which distill Osteen's teachings into accessible and relatable formats, have further cemented his status as one of the most influential and sought-after spiritual leaders of our time, inspiring millions to embrace a more positive and empowered outlook on life. Moreover, Osteen's influence extends beyond the realm of traditional religion, as his message of self-improvement and positive thinking has resonated with a diverse audience, including those who may not identify as religious or spiritual. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life, regardless of their beliefs or background, has solidified his position as a leading voice in the broader movement of personal growth and transformation. As Osteen's following continues to grow, his megachurch in Houston remains a testament to the power of his message and the enduring human need for guidance, inspiration, and a sense of community in an increasingly complex and fast-paced world. Through his words and his work, Osteen has become a beacon of hope and a catalyst for personal and spiritual transformation, inspiring millions to unlock their full potential and embrace a life of fulfillment and purpose. However, the ongoing scrutiny and the potential for future controversies surrounding Osteen's ministry and personal life may ultimately test the resilience and longevity of his empire. Critics have accused him of preaching a prosperity gospel that emphasizes material success and wealth over traditional Christian values, and have raised questions about his lavish lifestyle and the financial practices of his church. As Osteen continues to navigate the delicate balance between his inspirational message, his personal behavior and choices, and the ever-evolving expectations of his devoted followers, he faces the challenge of maintaining the integrity and credibility of his ministry in the face of growing skepticism and criticism. The resilience and long-term viability of Osteen's influence will depend on his ability to adapt to these challenges while staying true to the core principles that have made him such a captivating and influential figure in the world of modern Christianity. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it informative. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click on the next video shown on your screen to catch up on your favorite celebrity stories. We'll see you there.